Alright, listen. We're gonna do one race. I'm gonna go back to clearing this debt. Real quick and simple. And today, pretty much talking about building mental wealth. Now, if you haven't, remember to take a moment right now to just, be grateful that if it is late for you, that you've gotten through another day. If it's early, that you get a chance to start another day. And if you're going through something rough, there's always a lesson in it. So, with that in mind, mental wealth. So mental wealth, I guess you'll probably be like at this point, what on earth am I even referring to? And what relevance does this even have to just general application? And that's a great question that you probably didn't ask. And pretty much what I'm referring to in a, I guess, quick one-worder would be, this chuck needs to get out of the way. That one-worder would probably be knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom. And I don't mean, becoming this, like high-end level monk or whatever. I'm just talking about wisdom on a very just normal, general scale. I guess you could say kind of like what kind of character you're becoming as well. You could also link it to that because, as we all know, we're pretty much just direct responses to, damn, that record is bad. I say that every time, and it just gets worse and worse. But yeah, pretty much how you are pretty much the direct responses to the way that you kind of think and surround yourself with in terms of your mental diet, in terms of what you're viewing on a day-to-day basis, in terms of what you're listening to on a day-to-day basis, and just overall kind of surroundings, right? If you've noticed the times where you're like the most productive or the most, I guess you could say eager to do things, or at least motivated, usually comes from, and it's not always, by the way, just for, that one person who's probably going to be like, yeah, it's not always like that. It's not. Because sometimes you can just have the motivation to do things and things like that. But what I'm trying to say is the days that you do feel like you're the most productive and things like that usually come from the times that we either might be surrounding ourselves with good information. Maybe you watched a motivational TikTok or something like that. Either way, you're still surrounding your mind with some sort of good thing. Doesn't always have to be like that, but sometimes it is. Anyway, pretty much you live day to day. Maybe okay, this could actually work. Hold on. He got wiped out, so did I. If we just adjust, leave him in the dust. He's left out to rust. Nice. Pretty much how you live day to day. Maybe some might have more responsibilities and some might have less. But again, what kind of character or at least learning experience are you really gaining from this? How much kind of knowledge or wisdom are you learning about yourself or the world? Or, when I say the world, I mean other people and also just the way that the world works. I'm not talking about knowledge completely because, again, the quest for knowledge is like endless. Though it's pretty interesting if you're interested, if you are like into that. But the rabbit hole can get deep when it comes to that because, again, it's infinite, right? There's so many books you could read. Alright, this guy, he's putting on the burners a bit. He's trying to get revenge for the last game. Not fast enough, buddy. But yeah, you have to also understand that if each day kind of never comes back and you haven't taken any time to at least grow the mind, though I guess you could say that the mind grows anyway from just the basic experience of life and just living day to day. But when it comes to actually spending some parts of your day to kind of better yourself and things like that, it's different. And again, another thing that kind of like, I guess I sort of noticed was that a lot of people didn't really spend time with the mind. And I guess obviously because it could be a very, alright, seems we're doing a double laughing. But a lot of people, they don't really like to spend time with the mind. And I guess it could be scary because, again, it's like a void-like state, right? It just seems empty, at least, when you're trying to understand it. But you don't have to take understanding of the mind this way. How are you developing the mind with learning? It could be from simply reading. It could be from, I guess, pretty basic physical activity. It could be from meditation or prayer or whatever it may be. Even it could be from things that you enjoy, like just things that sort of invoke positive emotion in you. And that could be music and entertainment. Obviously not in excess, because it's really easy to get it in excess, right? Because it feels good. Some of these things, they can teach you more about perspectives and kind of other people's experiences. Different forms of art can help you understand more about yourself or entertainment, and shift you to a more kind of happier and better you. Right, where is he getting the speed from? Not today. And yeah, I guess mental wealth comes from, like I said before, just direct experience, at least from what it seems like to me. Experience is like the best teacher because you get to experience it firsthand as well, which is pretty cool. And somehow we're racing again. I don't know what is going on. This is like a long episode. I don't even know if I've got enough space to even record for this long, but let's see. I guess you could say mental wealth also kind of comes from the times that, you know, when you're just sick of everything in your life and you make this like vow to change. Pretty sure everyone has experienced this at some point in their life, but I guess that's a prime example of even just the ability to develop some form of mental wealth as well, because you're changing your wiring patterns based on the knowledge you have in that current moment in time. Obviously with a bit of emotion because you're sick of things, which means that you're possibly pretty angry with yourself. But yeah, it's the ability to also kind of overcome and become more kind of self-aware, to kind of change yourself. You can just see how it goes in so many different directions on how it is, but ultimately you pretty much want to develop the most amount of mental wealth because it just helps out in your life. Like, you get to know what you want to do, you get to live a more fulfilling life, a more happier life, you get to chase your dreams better, easier. You're kind of stopping yourself from restricting yourself in terms of, maybe it could be trauma or anything that's kind of restricting you from your goals. And then you kind of cultivate this sort of abundance mindset in a sense, rather than a victim mindset. And those have like great benefits by itself. I'll probably make another video explaining further. But we're out of time and we've also run out of fuel. So on that note, we'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed. And yeah, pretty much. Peace and blessings to you all. See you in the next one. Oh yeah, I probably could have gone on for longer, but yeah, recording, so see ya.